Today we will explore the constitutional nuances and aspirations of Ladakh, a region that has been at the center of significant political and administrative changes in recent years. Our focus will be on Article 371 and the 6th Schedule of the Indian Constitution, understanding their implications and examining how they relate to Ladakh's current demands for greater autonomy and protection of its unique cultural and demographic identity. On August 5, 2019, the Indian government took a historic step by abrogating Article 370, which granted special status to the erstwhile state of Jammu and Kashmir. This move bifurcated the state into two union territories, Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. While Jammu and Kashmir was accorded a legislature, Ladakh was set up without one, placing it directly under central administration. Article 371 of the Indian Constitution encompasses several provisions tailored to meet the unique needs of various states, particularly those in the northeast and other broader regions. These provisions offer special protections and grants aiming to preserve the cultural heritage and economic interests of these states. In Ladakh, there has been a growing demand for similar protections under Article 371. This article, with its state-specific clauses, could provide Ladakh with a framework for preserving its distinct cultural and demographic identity. The demand for Article 371 stems from the concerns about the preservation of local heritage, prevention of demographic changes, and safeguarding land rights. The 6th Schedule of the Indian Constitution provides for the administration of tribal areas in the states of Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura and Mizoram through autonomous district councils. These councils have legislative, judicial and executive powers, allowing them to make laws on various subjects including land, forest management, water resources and customary practices. The demand for inclusion under the 6th Schedule reflects Ladakh's desire for greater self-governance and recognition of its tribal heritage. This inclusion would empower local leaders to govern in accordance with local traditions and needs, potentially addressing long-standing issues related to land rights and resource management. Ladakh, with its predominantly Buddhist population and unique cultural heritage, has distinct socio-economic needs. The region's sparse population, harsh climatic conditions, and strategic location require tailored governance mechanisms. The fear of demographic changes post-2019 has further fueled the demand for constitutional safeguards akin to those provided under Article 371 and the 6th Schedule. As a union territory without a legislature, Ladakh is currently governed directly by the central government. The Lieutenant Governor, appointed by the President of India, oversees administration. While this setup aims to streamline governance and bring about development, it has also led to concerns about the adequacy of representation and the preservation of local interests. The application of Article 371 or the 6th Schedule to Ladakh could significantly alter its governance landscape. By granting autonomy to local councils, these provisions would ensure that development aligns with local needs and cultural values. This in turn would help mitigate fears of demographic changes and preserve the region's identity. While the demands for Article 371 and the 6th Schedule are rooted in genuine concerns, their implementation is not without challenges. The primary challenge lies in balancing development goals with cultural preservation. The central government must carefully consider how to integrate these special provisions without hindering infrastructural and economic progress. Another consideration is the political and administrative feasibility of such changes. Implementing Article 371 or the 6th Schedule requires legislative amendments and consensus among various stakeholders, including the local populace, political representatives, and the central government. To conclude, Ladakh's quest for constitutional safeguards under Article 371 and the 6th Schedule reflects a broader aspiration for self-governance, cultural preservation, and sustainable development. These demands underscore the need for a governance framework that respects and protects the unique identity of Ladakh while fostering growth and integration. The central government's role is crucial in addressing these demands thoughtfully and inclusively. By doing so, it can ensure that Ladakh's development is both inclusive and respectful of its rich cultural heritage. As we move forward, it is imperative to keep the aspirations of Ladakh's people at the forefront of any policy decisions, ensuring that their voices are heard and their unique identity is preserved. Thank you. Have a great time.